Right now, you are likely wearing the most accurate economic sensor ever devised by man. It's not your smartphone. It's not your credit card. It's your underwear. It sounds like a joke, right? A punchline for a late-night talk show. But to the giants of central banking, the people who decide if you can afford a house, or if your local grocery store stays in business, this isn't funny at all. It's data. In 2008, as the world stood on the precipice of the greatest financial collapse since the Great Depression, a specific line on a graph started dipping months before the banks failed. It wasn't the price of gold. It wasn't the S&P 500. It was the sales volume of men's briefs. Welcome to the Men's Underwear Index. Today, we're going deep into the micro POV of economics. We're going to explore why the elastic in your waistband is a better profit than a Harvard economist, and what your current shopping habits are saying about the global recession of 2026. Why underwear? Why not cars, or watches, or iPhones? Economics is often taught as a series of complex equations. GDP, C plus, I plus, G plus, X, M. But real economics is actually the study of human desperation and priority. Think about your wardrobe. If you have a job interview or a date, you'll buy a new shirt. You'll buy shoes. These are conspicuous consumption items. They are public-facing. Even if you're broke, you might fake it to maintain status. Underwear is different. Nobody sees it. It is the ultimate private purchase. It is the first thing a man stops buying when he feels a shiver in his bank account. Alan Greenspan, former chairman of the Federal Reserve, once noted that men postpone this purchase because nobody knows but them. According to Mintel, men's underwear sales in the U.S. dropped significantly in 2008 and 2009. While the apparel market dipped by about 2 to 3%, underwear plummeted by nearly 12%. To understand the global picture, we have to look at the lipstick indicator, a term coined by Leonard Lauder. During the Great Depression, while every other industry was dying, lipstick sales rose as an affordable luxury. Women's psychology is counter-cyclical. I'm stressed, I need a small treat. Men's psychology is pro-cyclical. I'll wear these rags until the elastic snaps. When you see these two metrics diverge, you are looking at a society preparing for a storm. When you decide not to click Buy Now on that 3-pack of trunks, you start a terminal chain reaction. Retailers reduce orders. Factories in Bangladesh see a drop in demand. The price of raw cotton drops. If the MUI is flatlining, it suggests people feel poorer than official government inflation numbers say. The cardboard box index is another. Everything you buy is shipped in a box. If production drops, trade is dying. Where are we now? We are seeing a move toward quiet luxury, muted colors, long coats, and a decline in fast fashion. The elastic is fraying. Recessions aren't just caused by interest rates. They are caused by a collective loss of confidence. Next time you hear a politician say the economy is stronger than ever, go to the store and check the basics section. If the prices have doubled while the quality has dropped, get ready. The elastic is fraying. What about you? Have you delayed buying the basics lately? Let's talk about the hidden economy in the comments below. In the world of high finance, we are taught to look at the sky. We track satellite imagery of oil tankers. We analyze the hum of supercomputers in Manhattan, and we listen to the cryptic whispers of central bank governors. But the most profound truth about the global economy isn't found in a boardroom. It's found in the bottom drawer of your dresser. This is the Men's Underwear Index. It sounds like an urban legend, but its architect was none other than Alan Greenspan. Greenspan steered the U.S. Federal Reserve for nearly 2 decades. His logic was a masterpiece of behavioral psychology. He posited that for men, underwear is the ultimate discretionary essential. It's something you need, but because nobody sees it. It's the first thing you sacrifice when you feel the cold breath of a recession on your neck. Think about the internal monologue of a consumer in a failing economy. You don't stop buying bread. You don't stop paying for Wi-Fi. But when you see a hole in your sock or a fraying waistband, you make a private calculation. I can go another 3 months. That 3-month delay, multiplied by 3.5 billion men, is a tectonic shift. It is the sound of the global engine stalling. When the MUI dips, it means the collective subconscious of the world has shifted from growth to survival. Underwear is the front line of the global supply chain. The journey begins in the vast cotton fields. When global demand for basics drops, the price of cotton futures collapses. Then there is the Bangladesh signal. When a man in London decides to stretch the life of his underwear, a factory worker in Dhaka loses their overtime. This creates a deflationary feedback loop. But there is a darker side, skimpflation. As we move into 2026, corporations have begun a silent war on quality, reducing fabric density. This is planned obsolescence. In Japan, it is tied to gammon, enduring the unbearable. In the US, the Costco shift signals a fear of scarcity. As we look at the data for 2026, the signals are flashing red. The men's underwear index tells us about human confidence. And right now, the world is shivering. The recession isn't coming. It's already here. And it's tucked quietly inside your drawer. So, we've looked at the data, the geopolitics, and the secret history of Alan Greenspan's favorite index. But here is the final uncomfortable truth that most economists are too afraid to say out loud. The most powerful force in the global economy isn't interest rates. It's your sense of dignity. When you decide to wear that worn-out pair of boxers for just 1 more month, you aren't just saving $10. You are participating in a massive, silent protest, a collective withdrawal of confidence from a system that is failing to provide for the basics. As we move toward the uncertainties of 2026, don't look at the flashy headlines or the green numbers on Wall Street. Look at the reality of your own life. Because if the world's most invisible purchase is in decline, it means the foundation of our entire consumer society is cracking from the inside out. The Fed is watching the numbers, but you are living them. Next time you stand in that retail aisle, remember, your drawer isn't just holding fabric. It's holding the heartbeat of the global market. The question isn't whether a recession is coming. The question is, how much longer can the elastic hold?